Hi, everybody. Mischa here with Word of the Day, and there it is. Bumfuzzle. And a big shout out to my wonderful grandson, Aaron, for giving me this word, which I did not know. Okay, what does this verb bumfuzzle mean? It means to confuse, to bewilder, to perplex, to flummox. And if it happens to you, of course, you are bumfuzzled. Okay, where does bumfuzzle come from? Oh, I love it when they just don't know and nobody can agree. And that is the case with bumfuzzle. Although I think there's a theory that I definitely agree with. Bumfuzzle shows up, well, the OED says it shows up in 1878 in Kansas and in Indiana. Now, they give it the title of an American regionalism. Now, the theory is this. English has a lot of these confusion words, bemused, bumfuzzle, dumbfounded, fuzzy. They all have kind of a similar sound. And so I think it's pretty solid that it comes from either England or Scotland or both. And the folks that immigrated from that part of the world who used the word bumfuzzle brought it to Indiana and Kansas. And in the meantime, the folks back in England and Scotland had stopped using the word. So in England, there's no trace of it as an English word. But this actually makes a lot of sense, and I'll tell you why. Words like bumfuzzle, it was sort of, first of all, they were often used in rural areas where people weren't writing these words down. They're very informal, and there was really a prejudice against writing down very informal words. I mean, for example, his name always slips my mind. The author of Gulliver's Travels, oh my gosh, the fit that he pitched about bamboozle being brought into English use and being put in the dictionary. The guy had a fit. So it's not surprising that a word like bumfuzzle just never got recorded. Words like this can be around for a long time before they're recorded, and sometimes not at all. Okay, so, and by the way, the only quotation I could find was Bill Clinton in the 90s saying, "The American people must be totally bumfuzzled." You aren't kidding. Okay, so how about a couple of sentences using bumfuzzle? Here's one. People who live in Los Angeles sometimes are reluctant to drive downtown because it is one of the most bumfuzzling experiences you will ever have on these endless one-way streets to nowhere. When a person knows their way around downtown, I got to tell you, I am impressed. And how about this? As a child, I remember two things that had me completely bumfuzzled. One was how the bus driver always knew where I was going when I didn't tell him, and how it was, and this happened, I remember I was 4. We got a television, our first television, and my mother said, "Now when you leave the room, make sure you turn the TV off so we do not waste electricity." And I knew that TV wasn't alive, but I was totally bumfuzzled by the idea that how could it know I was leaving the room so it could start to waste electricity? Okay, so that's bumfuzzle. Man, use it in the comments. I want to hear what bumfuzzles you. And if you need to kind of like chill out from feeling like life in general is an absurdist bunch of bumfuzzling stuff, what I do is I like a good British crime murder mystery like this one by Lorac from 1935. Ooh, I love this kind of book. And if you're going to buy a book to read, let's support independent booksellers, not the big boys. And if you want to do that, of course, go to, or click above or below and go to bookshop.org/shop/word of the day, and I'll see you later. And give me your Bumfuzzles. I can't wait to hear them. Okay, see you later.